watching the Weiss channel. Da 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 da. Okay, today we are finding the measure of the length of a side on a right triangle. Okay? Now, before we do that, I want to dig back into your algebraic memory. Okay? Look over here. If I'm solving for x, if I said 3x equals 12, what would I do to both sides? Divide by 3, right? Over here, I would divide by what? 174, right? Over here, I would divide by a, right?
Oh, wait, I thought it would be AX.
Well,
oh, wait, never
do
mind.
I divide by 3x? No, I divide by 3, right? Just 3. Just 174, just a. What if I had boogie woogie x? I would divide by what? Boogie woogie. Whatever is next to the x is what I divide by, right? Okay? So, keep that in your head. I'm going to use that in a few minutes. Okay? All right, here we go. We're going to use sine, cosine, or tangent in order to find this x. Okay? Here's how we do it. You see the 54, right? This x, is this opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? This is opposite. Does everyone, I need a nod. Does everyone agree that this is opposite, right? And the 8 is what? The hypotenuse. So that's opposite, that's hypotenuse. What's the first letter in opposite? O. What's the first letter in hypotenuse? So which function are we going to use? So, which is sine. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, right? I need a nod. Everyone understand why we're using sine? Okay? So, sine 54, okay, equals opposite over hypotenuse. What's the opposite?
X over
X.
8. Oh.
That's okay. What's the hypotenuse? 8. Okay? So because this is a fraction, I'm going to make this into a fraction. I'm going to put it over 1. And I'm going to do something we did once upon a time called...
Cross multiply.
Very good. I'm going to cross multiply. Okay? Nod your head if you understand what I'm saying so far. Okay? Thank you. So, 1x is x, right? X equals 8 sine 54. Do you understand how I got that? X cross multiply. 1 times x is x, and cross multiply. 8 times sine 54. Okay? You with me? Now, if you are using this calculator that I asked you to have, I want you to type 8 sine 54. All right? 8 sine 54. If you are using your cell phone calculator, turn it sideways and type 8 times 54 sine equals.
How you do it?
Okay? 8 sine 54.
8.
Sine
Where's
54. X equals
Sine
6.47.
54. Oh, I ain't
Okay.
turning on.
X equals 6.47.
54.
Okay? Can I have you take over on the phone, on the recording me? Can you record me? He's recording me now, okay? Well, I want you to play with your calculator,
All right, 'cause
okay?
I'm struggling.
That's okay.
Oh, what am I
Okay?
doing?
Just hold the phone and point it to me.
You can see.
All right? No, I'm not. All right? Okay, did everyone get 6.47?
But it's, I got 6.4.
On your phone? Okay. Wait. On the very bottom left, do you see DEG or RAD?
On the very bottom.
Very bottom left. Press that, please. Press it. Now do it, okay? Anybody? Did it work on that calculator or no? Jalen, is it working or no?
I got like
Okay, can I borrow your calculator for a second?
That's why I don't want to use
Okay.
it.
No, your calculator will work. All right, look, if you're using this big calculator, all right, you have to go to the mode and change from radian to degree and hit enter. Otherwise, it doesn't work, okay? You have to be on degree in order for this to work. Now try it, it's gonna work, okay? All right?
Is he gonna
And
have
same thing on your cell phone. If on the bottom left-hand corner on your cell phone calculator, if you have DEG there, degree, you need to press that because you need to be in degrees in order for this to work.
What did you press on my calculator?
It went to mode, and I went down to radian, and I went over to degree. Okay? It's already done. You won't have to do it again. You're set. Okay? Yes?
Is he gonna have the 2, 1, 3, stuff all that behind it?
I want you to have whatever it is, 2 numbers after the decimal.
All right.
Okay? All right. So look at this one now, okay? Here's the angle, all right? X, is this opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? No, it's opposite, right? Opposite, right? Does that make sense? Okay. 9, is that opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? Adjacent. It's opposite, it's adjacent. What function are we going to use? Tan, right? Tan. Does it make sense? Tan 37 equals what over what? X over 9. Okay? I'm going to put that over 1. All right? Tarian, you watching this? Please watch this. Okay? I'm going to get X equals what times what? 9 tan 37. Please try this on your calculator right now. 9 tan 37. Tarian, on your calculator, please. Type it, please. You should get 6.78. Okay, 6.78. All right. You know what? While I'm recording a unit, I'm not going to go and find out how many bathroom passes you have left, okay? So please, if you're in my class, please don't ask me about bathroom passes while I'm doing a lesson, okay? All right. Okay. 28. Here's 28. X, is this opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse?
That's adjacent.
It's adjacent, right? 12 is the hypotenuse. So, which function is adjacent and hypotenuse?
C joint.
The C joint, right? Cosine. Cosine 28 equals x over 12, right? Cross multiply, x equals 12 cosine 28. Please type that on your calculator. 12 cosine 28.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
I'm not doing this calculator.
Stay there, I'll be right back.
I'm not doing it.
It's the 28. I'm writing my name in there. It's the 28. I only have just my only one.
Okay? All right? 12 cosine 28. If you round, you'll get 12.60. You will probably get 12.59 something. You should get 12.59 something, which, wait, no, it's 10 point. Sorry, 10, my fault. Sorry, first mistake I've ever made. 10.60. What? I don't care. If you put 10.59 or 10.60, I don't mind. My goal is to see that you understand how to do this, not that you round properly. Okay? All right. Now, here at this point, I need you to really be careful. Okay? I want you to watch what's going to happen here. This is very important. That's a bad idea. Goodbye. Go to the bathroom.
That's a bad idea.
Oh, okay, go. All right,
Okay.
all right, over here. Now, this 14, is it opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse?
That's adjacent.
No, it's opposite, right? Opposite, right? X is hypotenuse. Which one is opposite and hypotenuse?
The S.
S, right? Sine. Sine 62 equals, in this case, what over what?
14.
14 over X, right? Okay? 14 over X. Okay, I'm going to put this over 1. Now, in these first three, X was on the top, X was on the top, X was on the top. Here, X is on the bottom, right? Watch what happens. Now, we have sine 62X equals 14, right? Right? Remember back here, we said boogie woogie X, what do we divide by? Boogie woogie. Over here, sine 62X, what do we divide by? Just 62?
No, 62.
No. Do we divide by woogie X? Do we divide by woogie X? No. What do we divide by? Boogie woogie. The whole thing except the X. Whatever is next to the X. Not the X, everything else. What's everything else? Everything else but the X. Say it louder. Sine 62. Not just 62, sine 62. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? We divide by sine 62. Divide by sine 62. On your calculator, do 14 divided by sine 62. 14 divided by sine 62. You should get 15.86. It's not. You're just, your calculator is already closed. Okay, for what reason? I don't know. It's hard when you don't even try. That I promise you, it's hard when you don't try. Okay? All right. You should get 15.86. Okay? Over here. Next. Here's 41. Is this opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? No. Do you understand why it's opposite? It's across from the 41. It's opposite to 41. You are opposite me. This thing is adjacent to me. You are opposite me. 5 is opposite the 41, right? X is the what? Adjacent. What's opposite and adjacent? Tan, right? Tan 41 equals 5 over X, right? Put tan 41 over 1. You get tan 41X equals 5. So it's going to be what divided by what? 5 divided by
Tan 40.
tan 41, right? X equals 5 divided by tan 41. Okay? What's 5 divided by tan 41? You should get 5.75. Tell me if you do not get 5.75. Did you get 5.75? Okay? Okay. 5.75, did it work for you? Okay. All right. Over here. From 23 degrees, what's 15? Opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? Adjacent. X is the hypotenuse. What's adjacent over hypotenuse? Cosine, right? Cosine 23 equals 15 over X, yes? Okay? Put this over 1, and you get cosine 23x equals 15. So it's what divided by what? No.
15 divided by cosine.
15 divided by cosine 23, right? X equals 15 divided by cosine 23. Does that make sense? Okay, what is 15 divided by cosine 23? 16.30. If you put 16.29, it's beautiful. I'm fine with that. Okay? You've been watching the Weiss channel. Da 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 da.